everybody, welcome back to Mind Over Magic, the latest and greatest game from Sparky Pants. We're playing a Relentless Mode, which is the hardest difficulty, default difficulty. Darkness Descends for the parameters. It is a hard run, and we are making it even harder for ourselves by having this run be UnderSchool Only. And the rules are quite simple. This message needs to be maintained, which means I cannot build any walls. I cannot build or place anything on these foundations. I cannot place foundations. Basically, I have to live in the underschool. So let's get going. Let's get that speed ramped up and figure out where we're at. We were doing some research. We do have our first Earth tank, so we got very lucky with Hilda being getting an Earth's skill bonus. So that's going to be like a level 4 tank, meaning they'll get access to armor 2. Brandon is our other tank. He'll be replaced at some point once we get level 2 ones going, and we're going to be rushing for that. Meanwhile, everything else is running along smoothly. So let's have a quick check here. What do we need to do today? Do we need to do a push? No, we don't. The fog is decently placed out. A chest check. Our chests are fine. Research. What are we researching? That would be important to know. Was I beelining for a wand, maybe? I cannot see what research is said. Am I blind? Is it not going to show me? Did the research just magically finish? Surely we're going for... No. Air... No. Okay, so I cannot seem to see what we're researching because I've, just reloaded the game. Well, let's not worry about it then, I guess. Wish I could know what I'm researching. Researching rustic dining. We're going for food, aren't we? That's right. We knew that we were going to need some good food happening. Here we go. There it is right there. And we are trying to rush all the way down to here to get the dragon rock. The dragon walk. Yeah, we're gonna go for this first. Can we do bitter rice yet? Almost. But really what we decided upon was that this food rate here would be the ultimate meat plus crabbage, giving us a plus 25 conviction when eaten by wolfkins, and we're going to do it to all wolfkin staff. So we really believe this is going to be the cure. And of course, once we get on to that, we will not let them eat the rats anymore, so we'll have plenty of small carcasses to hopefully fuel that. I think that's how we're going to have to handle our conviction for our staff, because we have no other real means of doing that other than recreation dancing and things like that. So down in the underschool, we are slowly clearing out these rooms because we're going to use them to build in, and we have unlocked an oraculum of power. So anyways, let's let them continue along here. See how things go. We do want to make an earth wand too, but we are missing the wood and the stone. We don't have to do a push today. So you know what? Let's tell them to get some wood going on aggressively. I think these ones will be fine specimens, as well as we are starting to build some planters, right? We've got wormweed. We've got 2 of these going. Because we want to make sure we've got our gardening resources readily available constantly. We don't want to worry about the fog. The fact that we will get off of gutberry soon and onto bitter rice will mean that we will all the gutberry that we're growing can just be used for fog pushes, and we're just going to hold the fog at bay for quite a long time just on the gutberry wood push. We're not going to try and do the other pushes as much, so we're going to try and build up those resources for other purposes. So we're already starting to see some people getting graduated. And now that we have another tank who can is a wolf, we are in the ability that we can take battles if we want. So let's look at the resources that we could get our hands on. This is pretty yummy stone. We can go deeper into the spine if we want. I don't want to push too much. We do know these fights in the lava mine will be fairly difficult due to the fact that often we'll get a retaliator. I think we're going to knock this one out because it may... Oops, let's not do that. Let's make sure we get everybody in here. I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to get ourselves some rooms that are, and we want the rooms that are closer. So we're pretty sure this wing, these two wings are going to be the important ones. So do the, oh, look at this. Well. We'll have no problem with this action. These guys will absolutely destroy this. Yeah, they can't punch through that armor. No way, no how. And it'll just take a couple of multi-strikes to take them out. So a single can tank now. He does have a taunt for 30. That should be fine. We'll smash this one. Yeah, that worked out well. See if we can take this guy out. Nope, leave him at 3 short. That was a little misbalanced, but it doesn't matter because this guy is just completely going to get annihilated. Our mages just, this team is already on fire. They just don't care. That's a huge amount of stone. And here we have another room that we can build on once we clear it out. We won't queue any of this up yet, but we can already actually build stuff in here if we want to. That's an excellent, excellent room. Wow. And we have our ritual sigil here. However, I do believe that we will move this and use that room for something a little bit important. I think we'll put this here because it's going to get a full range on it. So we'll move that. And I don't know. I don't think these rooms, this is the weird thing. It says grounded, right? I don't know if it's going to count for actually making it become upgraded. Because if you look in rooms for the ritual rooms, right? Assembly hall, right? A ritual sigil. Oh, and just luxury is all it needs. That's auditorium has to be grounded with 35. I don't know if that can work down here. We will try to put some luxury down here and see what happens. It'll be very interesting. We don't have anything really unlocked for luxury yet, though, so we'll leave that for now. Not important at this point in the game. Have a couple students we can graduate as well. We might as well keep bringing them in. Oh, we should get their Hallelujah Bloom Garden going, so I think what we'll do, how close is Jed? No, so we'll graduate those 2 students. Yes, we'll graduate these 2. And we're going to bring in a quick round of Earth students, low-level ones. I'll try and summon 4 of them. No fog push today, so we're fine. All right, so that's done. Okay, so we will need to do a fog push, and we wood and gut barrier perfectly fine. And we might as well just do it right now and get it out of the way. Do a superior. 30, 30s, 30s. They're all 30s. Okay. Best we can do. Get that done, and then they'll go to sleep, and then we'll be on to day 10. Now, one of the really interesting things about this run is, think about this. I don't believe the game can throw... Oh. Pause for a second. We do have a corrupted mana lantern. We will have to deal with that. I don't think the game can throw any events at us, really. Like, it can't give us the fog thing, the whatever that creature comes out of the fog and it occupies a room, and spectral rifts it can't give us, okay, because there's no rooms. So I don't think it can throw those at us. So what it might mean, though, is we're going to get a lot of corrupted mana lanterns, or maybe we're going to just get just random stuff. Also, I don't think thunderstorms are going to do much to us either. So we've really, by doing this, we've negated the bad events that would cause you to really get pushed hard. The only one really that we're going to have to worry about is this one. So we're going to leave that for a while. How badly is it affecting them, I wonder? It's actually not even going to really bother them very much, having this thing here. Minus 10 conviction. So, you know, here's the thing. If we could tank minus 10 conviction, can there be 2 of these, I wonder? Or if once you have one in play, is it going to now block that event? And like, do we just let this cook and take the minus 10 conviction permanently until it becomes a problem? It's interesting, and I want to experiment with it. So I don't know necessarily if I'm going to rush to clear this out until it becomes an issue. Now, we'll find out. Now, if it can spawn another one, then that's, you know, then that could be a bit of a problem, right? Because the thing is, I can do everything I do in a normal playthrough without building rooms. It's just going to take longer. There is not anything you need to build in order to do something. I'm pretty sure I can build everything I need to build a team that can clear the entire underschool without ever building a single building. We'll find out. We're going to have ample amounts of stone, that's for sure. This takes a long time to carve this stuff out. That's the only problem. Okay, we've done our fog push, so that means that we should be on to a sort of a pleasant free roll. I do want to make sure we're getting, always telling them that if there's ice petals and you have nothing to do, and if there's this thing you have nothing to do, then please take care of those. The same as even with wormweed. And smoke, the smoke stuff as well. Keep telling them to chop some trees, but not so priority anymore. But these things should be growing. I think everything here is, I'll get this stuff 5. I just got one of those in there. I'm not sure if we can build any other. Let's see about our gardens. Okay, we can get bitter rice going, so we want to get that started quite quickly. I think maybe we'll try and put it over here. I don't know if this will block them from access. I'm gonna have to clear some stuff out over here though. In order to do that, let's destroy this one. And I can sell it to harvest this one here. See if we can get a few more of these bitter rice plots in. We can. That should be more than enough. Okay. What that means is we'll be able to get a cookery going, but we're going to put it down here, probably in this room. And it's not that urgent yet. We don't have any bitter rice. Just double check on their conviction levels. Yep, they're going to tank it for now. All right, we need to start getting students in. So we're going to be doing Earthwand 1s, and we're going to bring in about 4. So I'm just going to actively do that. I might even up this count so that it's going to start being 2. We're still missing potions of recharging. That's right. We have the alchemy station set up. We are telling them to make them. And we do have the ingredients. So I think it's just because everyone's so busy doing other things. I want them to put a priority on the teacher for alchemy so that he will start doing that when he has his in his schedule, when he hits his downtime. He'll focus on that. I don't want the research to stop. It's because I can't get bonuses by building better rooms for it. The research is going to be one of the harder parts to keep moving. So I really want them to, once I get one more mage, then I'm going to be able to maybe get things fired up a bit better. Okay, I see another wand, so I want to get that. I want to get that going on. Brandon, you can help. We did find another Wolfston, and all we're looking for now is if we happen to get another one that gets a plus to his whatchamacallit. We will check just to see if any of them are interesting. None of this looks very interesting. No. nature skill cap. Yeah, if we could get another one, if I'd have to do a 1-2, that would be cool. But at the same time, I think it's going to be very easy for us to summon Earth 2 students. Hilda is ready to be hired. Let's get that done. The more mages we have active, the better. Let's just double check that Hilda did. We don't have a medallion that we wanted to do. This is not important. This is done. This is done. Oh, these two are done already. And this is one we don't care about. So he's ready to be hired. Hire Hilda. Now we've got our whole crew. Let's make sure no one feels left out. We don't want to take any conviction hits at all. Now we have 4 mages going. And then as soon as we're done that, we're going to get one more student in. Okay, and we are going to we're going to do some Hallow Lily farming. And I'll show you how we will do that. Okay, so we got that done. We've got Hilda. Let's set up Hilda's priorities. Hilda, you should always medical rest. You should never teach. You should aid, and you should research when you can. And we're going to tell him to mine. If he can mine, he should mine for now. Actually, not full out. We're going to just go 1 up on that. I do want him to research if he has it available. And then that's the thing. If we want to increase our researching, we would need to now get another research lab placed down. Although I kind of want him to mine these out. The sooner he... So I think I'm going to leave him actually on a priority of mining for a while, because getting those rooms cleared is actually really important for setting things up. So we're going to leave him on this, and we're going to tell him that these are 5s. I want to start in this room. The sooner we can get this hollowed out, the sooner we can use this space. So we're going to set those to 5 and let him do that. You need to get that last student in. So we will begin that ritual. Now, as far as our graveyard goes, I mean, we could try and research down a little bit more the tree. But it is pretty far, because the next gravestone we can get is this one, which is the one where you harvest Hallow Lily and they'll scout for Smoke Pearl. I don't really need Smoke Pearl, right? So that wouldn't be the one I would want. We'd actually be wanting to go all the way down to here to get the buff for the staff, and that's a long research, because this one's 3,000 and 1,500. So I don't want to pursue that one and the other. This one I don't really care about. So I think we'll just go for the basic grave. So what we're going to need to do, we're going to decide where we want our graveyard to be, you know, and I think we'll just kind of put them along here initially. We'll just go, maybe we'll give it a little bit of a space here. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Okay, task priority will be 5. Get those built. And get our last student here. Okay, so now we have these 4 students, which is wonderful, right? And it's just about sleepy time. But what we're going to do, these 4 students, is, and we're probably going to have to do a fog push today, right? So wood is going to be an issue. Let's make sure we know that, and we're working on it, because it's pretty important to do the fog push. However, what we're going to do, and we can do it right now. Should we do it now, or should I wait till the morning? I think we'll do it now. So basically what we're going to do, we're going to send them into this fight. And it's not going to be these guys. It's going to be our 4 Earth students. All right. And they're going to go and fight this. And everyone's probably thinking, what are you doing sending 4 students, especially when they're all like level 1s? There's only one guy who's level 2. Well, I'm playing the game the way the developers designed it, which I totally disagree with, which is the way that you farm Hallow Lily Bloom is by having dead characters. So we're going to sit here and just go pass. If there was a way I could kill them faster, I would, but the only way I can do this is just keep hitting pass over and over. There's one down. The Vivified might take a little bit of time. There's another down. These guys have fat hit points, I'm sure. It may take a few shots. That wolf doesn't. The Vivified has some. He has some hit points. So this is playing by the way the developers want you to play, because again, the only way to farm Hallow Lily is to have dead characters. I totally disagree with this. I do not think that you should have to kill mages to get resources, but you do. So what that's going to do is leave 4 of them dead, okay? We're going to take this, and we're going to change the access to not allow students. And then nobody will go rescue them, and they will all die. So that's how the game is supposed to be, because to get Hallow Lily, it's so stupid. You have to have dead, buried characters. And if I don't start farming tons of Hallow Lily, I'm not going to be able to do what I want. So that's how I'm doing it. There we go. 4 Hallow Lily spirits. I think that they need to change that. Okay, so that you can farm Hallow Lily without having to kill characters. But as long as that's the way the game is, then we have started our death cult. Thank you for your sacrifice, my friends. And by getting that in early, the Hallow Lily farming will start, and we'll start building up a really good stockpile of it. Now, we may have some conviction issues because they're going to all be, if you can see now, well, it's not yet. They're all going to be unhappy, these guys, that people died. And then, but they're all going to get a buff from having funerals, so maybe it'll balance out. But the more of them that see the dead corpses, the worse it's going to be. So I kind of was hoping they would, I did it at night, hoping the ghosts will take a lot of them and bury them. Maybe all the staff will be so busy doing other stuff that they won't think about it. There we go. So they're all dead. Play it the way the developers designed it. And we're going to assign this to Magnolia of a priority 5. This one's going to be Carl with a priority 5. This one's going to be Legrand with a priority 5. And this one we will not, oh, that's Chop. This one will be Jed, priority 5. Okay, and I don't know what command is for, like, task-wise. Tending modest grave, like I don't know what command is bury students, because I tell the ghost to make a priority 1 million on that. Like it's an aid, right? Like I don't think so. So it's hard to know what one of these is. Is it hauling? Maybe it's hauling. If I stick Edward to priority haul, will he go and grab students? Where is he going? No, he's gonna go haul other stuff. It's not hauling. Who knows what it is? It's such a weird case use. And we'll just leave it. Someone will get around to them eventually. Hopefully it won't be my actual staff. They'll get a buff for seeing a dead body. Then Hilda's starting to freak out. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Let's have a look here. The hissing from the thing in mourning for the death is pushing them below. So I guess the problem is if I go run them down here to fight this right now, they'll all see the dead bodies and then they'll get even more upset. So I think we're going to kind of have to leave things for a bit and just see how it plays. I could get the recreation thing going on. Maybe I will do that and try and, although they're going to get a buff as soon as we have a single funeral. So it's, I don't know if I click on the ghost, how does this work? You right click on the ghost. No, you right click on the task. No, someone was saying right click on it. Is there anywhere on here? Like, how would I do this? Do I right click on the student? Haul. So it's marked for a haul to a grave. tasks. Oh, maybe if I prioritize this stuff. Yeah, okay. This is the hauling, and you have to click on them to prioritize it, like that. Now, if I go to the ghost and say to prioritize this, like this emergency level, maybe he'll run down here and do that. It looks like he's hauling everything but the students. There he goes. Perfect. Okay, so we got one student done. So we can have the funeral. Don't forget about fog push. I gotta remember that. We have the funeral so that they're all gonna get the buff from it. Right, so one speaker, that's right. Okay. And they'll get catharsis plus 10 conviction. All of them will get it. So that's going to actually counteract then the whatchamacallit. So hopefully this is going to work the way I expected. And hopefully none of them these guys have seen a corpse yet, because the ghost is kind of grabbing them and burying them. So if I look at them, have they seen a corpse? They have not. So that is good. So the ghost is, well, he's carrying them. It doesn't count. I think they have to see it lay on the ground. So there's one done. So that's counteracted that. And we've got catharsis is going to last for a little bit of time, where this is going to last for a longer amount of time. So I think what we can do is kind of steady this out, where we will we'll wait and let them enjoy that buff. The ghost will get all the bodies there, and then we'll just use the funeral as we need in order to get them the buff every 12 hours. Okay, so all bodies are removed. And we could go for this if we want to, but I don't really need to if it's not really bothering us. There's no reason for it. What are we missing? We are missing wood. Okay, so we need to get the wood as a priority. We do need to build on more of these in-house ones, I think. Well, this is not one of them. This is trying to click on the actual. Okay, so that's all set to 5. This is a 5. This is a 5. We'll get this one to chop 5. Okay, and now I need whoever I had prioritized for mining, you need to actually also know that chopping is even more important. So let's get that going. We gotta get that fog push going or we could be in trouble. And the next step is to get another level 2 tank done. So unfortunately that's this. And so we're going to be waiting on wood for a while. We need a lot of wood today. Yeah, I need to pause the research just for a brief moment. It's not that important to get that food going. We're all ready to the dragon walk. So we're nearly done it. Let's just pause it for now. Yeah, we can get start getting on to like this where is it, bitter gruel. The problem is our wolves. We don't want our wolves eating that. They got -5 right now. They got a 0 from whatchamacallit. But if we need them to go and start chopping, we need to get all that wood harvested. Mostly got to get the fog push done, get a level 2 wand built. And we can keep checking on their buff. So yeah, it's still got some time. We'll do a funeral near the evening. Yeah, I think they need to rethink this whole grave thing. It really feels odd. You know, like think about that. These guys recruited 4 students into their school with the intention to kill them so they can farm Hallow Lily. That is like the more evil than Cult of the Lamb type stuff. My suggestion would be that have that option, okay? But have some battles in the game, and maybe they're down level 2 even deeper, like level 3-ish, level 2-ish type fights. Have some battles in the underschool where the things we fight are like knights and like evil knights and like things that would be considered like humanoid. And when the battle's over, the corpses of those guys are left. Like say you in a battle had two normal type mobs, whatever they are, but it had a knight, like a dark knight, and there's a corpse left when that battle's done, and then you need to bury that corpse. It's like a fallen knight or something. So now there's an option to bury things and get the grave set up that are not related to killing off your staff, but the option is still there if you want to, or if someone dies and you don't like want to end your run because one guy dies, you can bury him and stuff, but have some way for us to get corpses that can be buried that are not related to killing our own staff and students. Until then, the death cult will reign supreme. Okay, so wood-wise, we're ready for the push. Oh, I need a student, though. So wood-wise, I need to get this. Oh, this might be problematic. The fog may close in. We'll see. We may be a little too tight on this. Yeah, I know he's trying to make... There it is. Okay, so let's see if we can get that level 2 student in real fast here. 1, 2... how long is that going to take? 15 minutes, not bad. It's fairly fast because we have no students currently. And we're just looking for a wolf. We'll take anything right now, but we're looking for a wolf. Okay, no, it's not. His name is Naha. And Naha be happy with us. Naha not going to be happy with the fact that he has arrived there, Scooble, because 4 graves is not enough for Hallelujah. Fog push is done. Wood is back down. We still do need another one too, so we're gonna have to keep on harvesting wood like crazy. Let's just get a huge priority push going on. There we go. We'll just get wood. We're gonna pause that research just for a little bit longer to get our wood supply back up, because we need to find our other Wolfkin staff member ASAP. Level 2 tankish. I mean, we could survive. We can go with what we have because the soft tank is just for AoE. So it's not really that necessary, but I'd prefer just having them both have the ability because the later fights are going to require them to both have Earth Armor too. So the sooner I have that in place, the better. Because it does take time to spin them up. Oh, a thunderstorm is incoming. This can be very, very interesting to find out how this is going to play. I do not believe foundations can be hit by the thunderstorm. I'm pretty sure they can. And also, another thing too is I'm pretty sure you can't even select, well, you can kind of, right? No, you can't. You can't even select these things. They're like the other things. So it's like I can't even destroy them if I wanted to, right? If I go here with this demolish, right? I can't demolish this foundation. So I don't think a thunderstorm can affect it, which is going to be hilarious. Like, would lightning even strike anything, or will it just like strike the ground? And an interesting shift they could say is like, here's my suggestion for this with the lightning storm. Have the lightning work like, we know what lightning, when it says, okay, crack, when the lightning goes, boom, and it's going to hit something, it then thinks about all the things you've built that it can hit and randomly picks one and strikes that. However, then if there's a lightning rod covering those the area it wants to strike, it hits that. What they should do is have it where if there's nothing for the lightning to strike, then its choice now becomes a mage or anything that's alive. Right. Obviously, in real life, what would happen is they'd strike trees. Right. So that's another option. You could start hitting trees and destroying the trees. Right. So that like it encourages you, obviously, to have stuff built. But it would be really funny if there was no building object for a strike, that it just lashed out in the nearest mage. So you'd have to force all your mages to stay inside somehow while the lightning storm's going on. That might be an interesting fix to what I've created here. Because the funniest thing is you could play this on the hardest mode, clear the entire underschool as it's set up right now, get your guys, your crew all real maxed up, and then have all the have a ton of research done, and then start unlocking and building your school and building like really perfectly, right? Like there's just so many weird options with what I'm doing. Okay, all right, we did our fog push, right? So we should be fine. Yeah, there it comes. There was the first crack. I didn't see lightning go anywhere. Oh no. I forgot to move them inside. That was my only bad thing I did there, is I forgot to force them to sleep inside. So, not good. Yeah, they'll be a little upset about that. They'll be eating well wet and all that. We may have to go after that. Yeah, we're going into break risk mode, aren't we? Yeah, we're gonna have to wake them up and go kill the mana corrupted. Well, we'll have a funeral. We'll have a funeral and we'll go get rid of the mana lantern if we have to. Tank through it. Pretty sure he's into break risk territory. Yeah, they're almost ready to wake up. Yeah, it should have started that fog push into the evening so they didn't get rained on. I mean, I could also build the wolves' beds now, just so that they'll sleep inside. The fog laughs mockingly. Yeah, because it has nothing to do. They can't throw an event at me. All right, it's got the mannequin. It's not going to double up these, I bet. Okay, so it's got one of these active. It has a thunderstorm going on, so it can't rain during a thunderstorm. It can't send the fog incarnation. It can't send a spectral rift. It literally has nothing it can do to throw at me. So it has to default probably to the fog laughs mockingly. Okay, so everyone's upset. Let's have a funeral. Everyone now they're gonna eat well, and yeah, they're eating while they're wet and all that kind of stuff. So if we get a funeral going, they'll all get a buff from it. You know what? We might as well allow Nathan to come too. As he might, or Nal, or whatever his name is, he might also get a little bit upset. Everyone else is here, so they'll all get a buff from that towards their conviction by having this quick funeral in the rain. And we should see this as because Hilda was just about ready to break. So yeah, slept well wet, ate well wet, and really, really not good. So at least they got Catharsis to help. Okay, we're gonna have to get rid of that mana crystal thing. This is not good that I screwed that up, and it's part of the game. I tried to counteract everything, and the best way I could have done that, and I'm going to fix that. We can't have them getting all screwed up from the rain. I'm going to build a dining room table, and I'm going to build beds for them, and that way this will never happen again. Once we get onto the better food, there's still, well, the dining room table, they won't eat well wet. They'll go inside. So we're going to get all that fixed, but let's go take this mana lantern out if we can before Hilda breaks. Hurry up, hurry up. Let's get this going. We can get rid of this. Maybe we can be okay. Armor up. He should be able to tank 2 blows, but I don't want to risk it because I just can't have them in pain right now. It'll screw things up. So, I mean, it could have gone to both of them anyways. So, but it's not a problem. This one's dead now. They've increased the speed on this creature too, right? These guys have 20 speed, and these guys I know have slightly more. This thing is now like a 21 speed. Maybe it was, but you notice it went ahead of my guys, right? Unless there's maybe there's I think there's a horror culture, isn't there? So these guys are going, yeah, I think there is. That's right. So air mages strike last. So that's what they didn't increase the speed. I'm wrong about that. Sorry. They've definitely they've got I've got a negative speed on the air mage happening. But that doesn't matter. These fights are so easy. Okay, let's just quickly try and go and take this before she breaks. Fortunately, they got to go fill their mana. And these guys are fine now. We just got to get this thing gone and we're fine. Okay, we're in. It's a pretty basic one, honestly. We are going to take some damage back here, which I absolutely hate that it has to happen. Unless I air shield, they're going to act last anyways, so it's not going to matter. So we're just going to have to go ahead and armor these guys up at least. And go there, it's going to pop them. They took a little bit of damage. Now we're going to multi-strike. He is going to smash. Get rid of that one. He has armor up for it, so he might as well smash as well. We're going to take another hit, which really sucks, taking that much damage, but we don't have a choice. Now they're going to be suffering in pain, but at least we can remedy that fairly quickly. We have opened up a bunch of room, so it's very, very unfortunate. So this, we're going to assign Hilda to this because she's the one who's at the most risk right now. So I need Hilda to go there, and we need to build another bed and stick it somewhere for the other guy as soon as possible. I think we'll just use it down here for now. Unfortunately, they haven't finished mining stuff out, so we're just going to kind of stick it right here. Priority 5 on that. The sooner we can fix them up, the better. Make sure their priorities on heal, rest is all. Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, because of the damage Hilda did, it's because of horticulture. It's giving me a negative on my my speed. Because of that, we were not able to do that fight very well. So very likely Hilda's going to break. Now, why is Hilda not in the bed? Where is Hilda? Why are you not? Medical bed 5. Oh, because her priority... No. Medical rest is maxed. So why are you off doing stuff, Hilda? That makes no sense. You need medical rest, right? No, you don't. Oh, it's my Earth Mage. Oh, okay. Well, that actually balanced out pretty good then. Oh, okay. Don't have to worry about that then. In fact, we've screwed that up. Let's get this back to normal, where she's got Chop and mine. I screwed that up. It's Damien and Svesfa. So we just go back for Axis on this to Annie, and so they're getting rid of that. But hopefully they're going to be okay. Do they have the Catharsis buff? Yes, they do. Good. This is going to fall off. And it's slept well. Is slept well wet going to fall off? Not for a while, but at least 8 well wet is going to get off. She's likely going to break. That's so deep. It's going to take so long to counteract from that, despite that these things are going to start falling off. There's not a lot I can do about that. She breaks. Wouldn't be the first time. Just have to remember to make sure I get her alive. Let's make sure the priority is 5 on this. And we're going to take these for now and say no students are allowed to use them because, oh my God, what am I doing here? No students, any, all staff, any. That worked. All staff, any. All staff, any, okay. Why is Fessenwald not, is this not built yet? Why is Fessenwald not, who's here? Damien, that's fine. Why's the other guy not healing up? Brandon, where is Fessenwald? Oh, he is in bed. I just couldn't see him. Okay. Okay, we're at least heading up in the right direction. And Slepwell Wet's going to drop off in 5 hours. So but it'll just keep crawling up. So it's just a matter of, can it crawl all the way out of there without a break happening? We'll see. We'll see. 4 hours and then we're good. And we need to do Carharthus in an hour and a half. Do we have to do a fog push? Thank God we don't. Okay. We have the research turned back on as well. The sooner we get that happening, the better. Because that would have counteracted that entirely. Their wood is good now. It's fairly high. There we go. Oh, it's an Uzi stomach. Of course it is. Of course it is. Anyways, we'll tank it. We'll tank it out. That's fine. Okay, so got to go with these. Now, the problem is that when they get into UnderSchool, and this is, I really wish they'd fix this in last patch. When these things get into UnderSchool, they race around like on light speed. Like look at how fast they are, and it makes it really, really difficult unless there's something for them to attack. And here they've actually found something. It makes it so difficult for the mages to. I have to put priority on these things for hunting. We got to get them dead. Yeah, it makes it really difficult to hunt them down unless they've got something they can get attacking on, because they start racing around like crazy. And there's some things they don't seem to want to attack. So, right. So you get this situation where you've got all these oozes running around your school. When this event happens, it's just like they didn't go this fast down here. I'm not sure why these mages are going so slow about hunting them when they've set their priority, but they are. Oh, because medical rest, yeah. Yeah, there's only the ghost hunting them plus one other mage. Anyways, it wouldn't be challenging if it didn't have issues. So, and I could have avoided that. That could have been handled a little bit better the way I did things. It's all because I let them sleep outside and eat in the wet and stuff. And we're gonna counter that. Okay, there's Hilda's at Death's door. We were gonna need to get her done. These guys are nowhere near being finished. So what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna simply go and assign this to Hilda, which will force the guy out of bed. Okay, this bed is broken, so that's a problem. So we're actually going to assign this one to Hilda. And we're just going to change this one back to, yeah, I'll stop any you. And I really need these guys to, maybe I got to get the priorities on them. This is like the last round of them that came. I think that's, make sure they're all at 5. I think that's it. Yeah, this just should not be moving this fast. Honestly, it's so stupid. The mages just spend all the time running around. Okay, here goes the body, so let's not forget to actually res them. Rituals, revive. They're all about the same. I guess this guy's got water too, so get him fixed up. And I guess we need to build another medical bed somewhere, since we got 3 of them now that are needing to recuperate, I believe. This seems like a good spot to get maybe even 2 of them in here. But they'll kind of block that chest. You can kind of go like that even. I wonder if they'll have access to all this. I think they will. Let's try that. Then we'll have, at least we got some medical beds thrown around so that if we ever have to use them, they're available. Really hate to have a sudden, like a real big disaster, and then suddenly it's like, oh, we have no medical beds. I think the oozes are all dead. Yeah. Let's see if priority's back. What did we say? Hunt can go back to normal. Everything else is fine. And everyone seems to be pretty happy again. I assume all those bad debuffs have fallen off. We might as well do another funeral. Get everybody involved, though. Garth. No path, Hilda. Why? Why would Hilda have no path? How did Hilda get blocked? Did Hilda is blocked back here? Here's so. Okay, so we need to move this. Can we move this here? And then at least has access. It's there. Yeah, this is going to cause problems, this room. So I think this room has to be sort of redone. I really don't need this many beds right now. We will have to make bedrooms for them properly, though. Place to sleep. Not sure where I want to put that. I don't want it too far away. Kind of was going to make this a bedroom or a dining room. I kind of need to organize things up a bit better. Maybe it's going to be this area. I think we're going to move that chest perhaps and do that. So I think what we'll do for now is just shrink it just to get it out of the way because we don't really need it. There we go. Okay, now we can have that funeral. I don't think they can grow Halle Lily until you have the funeral. Okay. Do I need a fog push? Yes, I do. We'll do that after this funeral. Yeah, let's do a fog push. Now he's rocking a 60 repel now that we're getting level 2 students. That's pretty nice, actually. Hold on. Maybe I was doing that wrong. Who's 30-30? Hilda's Earthwand 1, right? Oh, we don't have any Earthwand 2 mages, so that is the right thing to do. Okay, sorry, guys. You guys can do that again. Yeah, that's done. Let's change this back for access to be any all staff. This thing needs to be repaired. They'll get around to it. This needs to be no students. We're never going to be healing our students. Ridiculous. What a waste of a bed. They can start to repair this whenever they want. The medical beds could be the farthest away due to the nature of them. I'm not that concerned about them being close. This could be a good room for med beds, perhaps, and it's already pretty cleared out. So I think we will start to move these things around. So I don't actually want these here. Just move them down, and we'll try and get them all together. I think this will be a good room for it. So that can be jammed in like that. Yeah. And then this one can be jammed in down here. Think that works. Yeah. So there's 2 of them at least. We're not going to get a third one in here. Right, there's just no way. Right, because if I go and say to this one, I can't move that. But if I were to say to this one, move, right? Like this will block the door. So that's no good. And it's not like you can squeeze, it's going to block. Yeah, there's no way to get another one in here. So I think getting 2 in like that is pretty good. But I want to use this room for a dining room table. I may even move the midden jelly. I'm gonna move them. I'm gonna move these beds. I'm gonna make bedrooms down here. No, dining room, table, kitchen. No, that's what that's gonna be. I think what we have to really do is move this chest. This chest is not able to be here. It perhaps can go here. Maybe even here, even though it's kind of blocks. We'll do that there. Yeah. And then this one is going to move to, not the wand, the chest. I'm going to move that here. I'm going to see if I can get, we have 1 shrink bed. I'm going to see if we can get one here, and then we're going to build one more and put it there. And kind of, this is just going to be the bedroom area. And I think they can access all this and run around still, and there's not going to be a problem. If there is, we'll find out. Runaways. Run away, run away. An air 2 student. Too bad it's human. A water 2 student. Pippa, we may end up keeping you. We may end up keeping you. You would have to have some amazing... But you're not a wolfkin, so it's going to defeat my whole plan, I think. 5 power. 20 speed. 22 speed. We're up to 7 power. So 22 speed and 7 power. Nope, not enough. Nope, you will not be good enough. And you're human, so it kind of defeats my purpose. That's the other problem too. It's too early to take the water mage as well. I don't really need her yet. And it's human, and I don't want to break off from the wolfkin thing because although they're sleeping inside now and it's not as big of a deal, basically it's like this, okay? We're going to go into research and show you. We're going to only be making one type of food. Students be damned. They can eat gutberry. Is meat and crabbage. So human vivified wolfkin. Those are the only mages that we would be interested in taking. So they are human. She's not good enough because, well, I don't know. She's got 0 power. She could get 2. Speed is fine. She's only get 7 power, and she's got, all right, 7, 20 speed, 2 power, 7 power. She got 0 power, so even with the Oraculum, 17. Not good enough. So we might consider the water mage, but probably not. Probably not. Probably not. We do want to try and summon another. Oh, did I have to do a fog push? No, I did it already. We do want to try and summon another Earth 2 student. Hilda, you can help with that. Do we have injured mages? Yeah, why are you guys not getting healed? Like, priority is 8 is maxed. These beds are set to all staff. All staff. All staff. I'm not sure why they're not healing. Let's see what I need to build the dragon walk. I'm gonna need some meat. We'll have to research that. So let's get that fired up real fast. And we need a meat anyways for the whatchamacallit. Where's meat? It's all the way here. Okay, get that going. Okay, we did get another Earth 2 wolf. Perfect. Kira will be somebody who will be joining us. Kira is going to get okay, I can do that. Don't care. It's going to happen, but I don't really know what it means. 10 power is nice. 50 more mana is really nice on a tank. That's really nice. Not going to happen, though. So we're not going to get that. We're probably not going to get that. None of those are really that important. This one was the only one we can really do. It doesn't matter. It's a wolf. It's a wolf level 2 tank, so it'll work. So, and then what that means is we gotta wait for the day to pass. So, and I think here we are. I'm gonna end the episode here, and the next episode I'll let it run through the night, so it's a little less boring, and then we'll start it when it wakes up. So hope you enjoyed the video. Seems like we're doing pretty good. UnderSchool Only challenge is whipping along very, very well here on day 14. Not feeling any pressure at all. My plan is coming together. I'm going to dominate this game without building at school. Have a good day. We'll see you in the next one.